Welcome in, whiskey freaks, to the Blind Tasting Podcast, your number one attitudinal bourbon destination. I'm John Stark, the cool cat on the attack, giving you the lowdown if Kentucky's on your map. All right, whiskey freaks, before you book that flight or you print out that whole God-blessed ginormous Bourbon Trail map, just stop. I mean it. Just stop what you're doing. Before you decide you're going to see every single distillery in 3 days, just stop. Because that's not happening. If you're planning your first trip on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, this episode might save your trip from disaster. Guys and gals, look, there are dozens of distilleries on the trail now. Like, I think at last count, it's something like 7,314 distilleries to be exact, and they're spread out across multiple regions. Some are over an hour apart. Most require reservations. The tours are going to take time, and the tastings after the tours are going to take time too. And the driving takes longer than you think. Look, guys, the map makes it look like you're just bouncing around the neighborhood, but trust me, you're not. You're crossing counties. Lots of rural Merkin counties. And don't make that rookie mistake. Don't try to stack 4 to 5, 6 distilleries together in one day. I know what you're thinking. We'll just pop on in, right? Yeah, no, you're not popping right in. You're parking. You're checking in. You're doing a 30 to 60 minute tour. Then you're doing a tasting. You're browsing the gift shop. You got to browse the gift shop. You're talking to the folks in the gift shop, and you're talking to other whiskey freaks there. Then you're back on the back roads of Kentucky, driving again. That's a 2-hour block minimum per stop if you're doing it right. 3 distilleries in a full day. 4 if you're hardcore and you don't mind blowing off a tour or two. And that, my friends, is your KBT pro tip of the day. And guess what? You don't have to be a master planner like my wife. Not anymore. Enter the newfangled Kentucky Bourbon Trail tool from our good friends at the Kentucky Distillers Association. They call this thing the Build Your Own Trip feature, and it's on the official site run by the KDA. Look, if you're serious about going, use the Build Your Own Bourbon Trail tool before you book anything. It's almost like magic. It lets you choose the distilleries. It lets you group them by region. It helps you visualize distance, and it forces you to see reality. No, it's not glamorous. Also, no, it's not sexy. Okay, actually, it is kind of sexy. Not gonna lie. And it'll keep you from booking a 9 a.m. in Bardstown and an 11 a.m. in Lexington. And when time is limited, that's Kentucky gold. You get in the tool, you pick a region per day, whether it be the Bardstown region, Central, Lexington, Louisville, Northern, Western, whatever. You limit yourself to 2 or 3 stops max, 4 if you're a daredevil. You make one stop your anchor experience, and above all else, leave some damn breathing room. This Build Your Own Trip tool makes it easy. It makes it shareable, and they've even got a Kentucky Bourbon Trail trip builder tutorial video you can watch to figure out very quickly how to use the tool and build your perfect bourbon journey. Trust me here. Again, I'm asking for your trust. You want to remember the bourbon, not just remember the drive. And let's be honest, if you've done the trail 5 or 6 times, you already know this. But if this is your first pilgrimage, listen to me. Look, I'm not your mom, but for once, just play along with me. Head over to the KDA site, hit up the trip builder, and I swear it'll at least get you pointed in the right direction. Fellas, the wife finally gave you the green light to hit the trail, right? So do it like a pro. Use the tools, enjoy yourself, and don't forget to actually have a little fun while you're out there. Now, the takeaway. The biggest takeaway here, in my opinion, is you don't need to see everything, but you need to enjoy what you see. And if you don't plan this thing properly, Kentucky will humble your ass real quick. Guys and gals, if you've done the trail and you've learned the hard way, I want you to let me know. Shoot me a DM or email me at blindtastingpodcast@yahoo.com because I'm old. And I might just put your message out here on the podcast. Thanks for listening to the Blind Tasting Podcast, your #1 attitudinal Bourbon Trail destination.